Well, we made it. New year, new year, new year, new opportunity, new blessings. Have open arms to take it all in. It's gonna be different platforms this year. We getting into male awareness, understanding brotherhood, independent providers about making opportunities to get your own businesses, do things that you love to do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a time when price of living go up. We had to start investing in ourselves. Some of the things about getting name brands is not going to be so much as important as making sure you got life insurance, your kids is taken care of. People are dying at a high rate. Today ain't as easy as it used to be. We have to start being more aware about the things that's going to make us consciously available to survive from one day to the next years. We're going to start branding our own brands. More and more people are branding because individual finances, personal finances, is more important than working for somebody else. I know some people don't like to gamble on themselves, and some people don't like the risk that job that's paying you X amount of dollars. But at this point in time, we have to understand that learning to be able to financially support ourselves, having our own business, and being a boss is financially secure. Is financial security. Be able to provide for not just yourself but your kids and your kids' kids. We have to do like all other cultures and put up that money for our legacy this past us. Most of us got kids that's in our teenagers, or most of us have grown kids, and we have to do like other cultures and be able to make that brand available so they can have something that makes their lives easier. This year we at the beginning of the threshold where we can start putting that into plans. Own businesses, storefronts, own clothing lines. We can't be so put the emphasis on wearing all these name brands that only gonna last 2-3 years. They only a temporary fad. Let the name that's on your back dictate the person that you is. Wear your own brand. Wear your own label. Promote your other black cultures. Your black people that's out here who making these brands and these labels. We have to be different, and I understand that it's hard to gamble on situations, but it's better to sometimes get on the ground level with people so you could help assist and be part of that individual effort. We're gonna get into man availability to being vulnerable in relationships. Get out of that ideology of being so hard and unsensitive to the women, because they just as much as men have a lot going on, women also have a lot going on because they are mothers, they trying to get jobs, they got careers, they doing a lot as women. So men have to get what we want, we have to be vulnerable to the things that they are offering or they trying to be. Understand the difference of a controlling person and somebody who's just trying to be an asset. um I'm going to be doing platforms myself on youth sports, because I think that they always talk about how powerful and how talented kids are in Ohio, but at the end of the day, they don't understand the struggles that some of these kids go through, the depression level at the youth age. They don't understand all the hard steps from dealing with different cultures to find actual male leadership to help them get over the hump, and positive parents to help them participate in that hump. So we're gonna have a platform for that. We're gonna be talking about the different things just for men being better fathers, being better men, being better role models. It's going to be going in 2025. Her is going to be a great platform for a lot of different things that's going on. And I personally talk about this because me as a father, I want to see more men participate, especially in youth sports. It's bad when you go to the youth sports event and 60% of the people that's there are females, single moms, single grandmothers, single aunties. They're there. Where the men at? And we can't always say that they got to work, because the era that we live in, it's cool to have a job, and I support you having a job, but the memories that you have with your kids, they do need you to be there. I say that to all fathers. You don't have to be at all events, but at some events, show up. Show that it means just as much to you than it do to these kids. Be supportive in the moves that they're making. Help them when they fall. I'm not sitting there and saying coddle the situation, but help them when they fall. There should not be 60%, 65% women and excuses and 35% of men just give excuses or not show. That's asinine. We have to be better men out there. We give excuses for not working, spend most of our time playing video games, or just showing no effort of growth. We got to do better as men. And at this platform, we're going to be having male conversations on how to be better. Women, I like to tell you to understand the hardships that men go through. They go through a different hardship than women do. There's a struggle that goes on outside that door that no woman can understand or feel. So have the empathy to understand that feeling. And if you can't understand it, talk to him with some type of sincerity. Give your man in your life, whether it's your father, uncle, brother, give him room to be vulnerable so he can have someone to talk to. It's hard when you just bottling up all the stress and anxiety and the pressure every day to the point where you having high blood pressure, stress, and a series of different illnesses. Blacks go through mental illness and depression on a high rate, and we don't recognize it until it's all over, and then we want to jump to conclusions about what the situation is or how to deal with it. We need to get a jump start on how to deal with these things right now. There's a lot of different platforms for education we need to participate in. Don't feel at no point in time you want to be stagnant in your growth. You can learn a lot from a dummy. You can learn a lot from people who, at any age, I'm 50, about to be 51, and I need y'all to know that at any age you can learn something. And all you got to do is start tapping into people who have those doors cracked or have them doors open. I know it's a lot of individuals out here who are stingy, absolutely stingy in the gift of giving a game or teaching somebody, or they don't feel like they want to give somebody up because they don't want you to be their competition. Deal with the people who willing to get that game up, or who willing to teach, or willing to help, promote, educate, whatever the case is. Women, don't be scared to go into labor businesses that's going to help you out. Whether that's you think you hands-on and you good at hard work, working on carpentry or rehabbing houses, don't be scared to do it. It's a big business out there for carpentry and hard-working women. Don't be scared to do it. If you feel like we are in the lazy era of men not working and not wanting to do nothing, go ahead and do it. Be the asset in your situation. Be the queen of your castle. I support that all the way. Women, you the queen of your castle, do your thing. 1, 2, I applaud that every day. Be the catch in your situation. And don't settle for nothing less. Women, this year, let these fathers see their kids. You want to change the outcome in the situation. You want a better situation. Don't make it about finance. Make it about him participating. Men have to participate. Parents have to participate. It don't whether if it's man or woman. You have to participate. You can have a conversation and feel like you're talking to a brick wall. Let somebody participate. A kid or a child needs somebody to not just show up, but to participate. Be active in these kids' lives. These are the culture. They are the future. So let them participate. My last platform that I'll be talking about, I spoke on earlier, is youth sports. I want parents to actually be in a situation where they can get the endorsements, the NILs. I want them to be able to show their kids off. So I'm going to be having different coaches, different opportunities for people to know people in positions where they could talk to cameraman and people to edit them so they could show off these kids' skills, so they could start making brands for their kids. not just a highlight that's on the field, but they can show things that they're doing off the field, whether it's through education, do another sport, become a brand for your, let your child become a brand, and deal with coaches who want to excel your child to that next level. A lot of these coaches are building their name on your kid's back. Let your kid build themselves off your coaching skills. I've never met a kid yet, and we could go through this a million times. We haven't met a kid that asked to be here in this world. A coach's job is to teach, motivate, and inspire. So let these coaches do their job and teach your child how to be better. Develop your child, help them get to the next level, point them in the right directions. Your coach should be inviting these kids to meet the people that's going to help them get to the next level. At one time in their life, they're not going to be coached by this youth coach. They're going to be coached by a different coach. And they have to understand, once you get past me, you have to be able to be coachable to the next level. And parents, ask the necessary questions to these coaches. What do you see in my kid? Have a good rapport with the coach. Be on the first name basis. Be able to call him. A coach that is who can coach kid but can't deal with the parent, them ain't the coaches you want to deal with, because you want to have a personal relationship with your coach. That way, if a problem occurs, you have an emergency, you could call on that coach. You need to be able to trust him with your child and the safety of your child. You want to know that in future situations, your child is going to deem him as a good role model, somebody that they could call on, they trusted, who put them in the right places and taught them the right things. I have some kids. My kids have dealt with coaches that even today, I think these guys are very good fathers, and they have transcended that into being great coaches. A lot of coaches are not going to coach again once their kids get to a certain level. Then there are some coaches who going to stay and continue coaching, who keep making our culture and loving the game, whether it's track, football, basketball. They're going to keep coaching even when their kid's not playing. Those are great coaches. And I got a list of them. And at any point in time, if anybody wants to know those coaches' name, you just hit me down below in the box and let me know, and I'll give you a list of coaches who are great coaches, great mentors, great men, and I emphasize great men that your kid could get advice from, you could get advice from, you could lean on in future endeavors. It's not about the riches of finances, it's the richness of the growth and development that they try to bring to these kids. We understand it, especially for men, black men, that the culture is different. And as we have coaches and men out here who are trying to transcend that difference and make the job easier for kids to adapt to. And that is very important. The kids have taught me tolerance and patience. And the hardest thing it is dealing with parents. So I ask parents to be patient with coaches, get to know them, understand what they're trying to get out of your kid. And if you feel like, whether it's education, there's the issue, there's a personal blockage, talk to the coaches so they get to understand who your kid is, what he's about, and how he can make them better. Don't never be scared to have these conversations. If you have a coach that doesn't align with these type of things, there's plenty of coaches in Cuyahoga County or Cleveland that you can go to help your kid out. And if you ever have any questions in that regard, you hit my link, touch me, inbox, DM, whatever the case is, and I'll point you in the right direction. There's a few other guys who help with endorsements. My man Willie on Instagram, he got a YouTube channel. You can send him your kids' photos, anything. He helps promote kids. Later on this year, I'm gonna be doing a youth podcast where every week we're gonna be spotlighting certain kids, and that's gonna help broadcast your kid on a higher basis. And soon we hope to be bringing more light to Ohio kids, especially we're going to start right here in Cuyahoga. We're going to be bringing light to more kids to get them the notoriety that other cities like Florida, California, Arizona, Texas, those kids get light that Ohio State got. When you got kids that's going to Ohio State and they going to these prominent schools and colleges, they don't wait to get these kids recognition until they get in college. Well, we want the recognition right now. Take the pressure off these parents. Take the pressure off some of these kids. Put us in a situation where we could ask for financial security so we could take the pressure off. And I want to give a major shout out to my man Nick. For Speed Demons. He helps out parents because with fundraising and he helping kids. So if you got a kid that's doing 10U, look up Speed Demons. That man helps out a lot of kids. He's a very good guy. He helps out a lot of kids with in their aid, and you don't pay the money. He take care of you. But if you look on Instagram for Speed Demons and your kid is going to be 10, that's a good guy to deal with. But anybody else at any other age, you hit me in my DM and we can I can point you in a direction for good coaches, good mentorship, good programs to help these kids out. If you got kids that's in track, tap my line. We got programs like Good to Great that they do traveling program. Last year, they sent 12 kids to Junior Olympics. They participate in indoor track this already, and so if you got any kids that want to participate, tap my line for that. And I'm gonna send you the direct link or send you the information necessary for that. But we gonna be doing so. This a new year. I want everybody to wish everybody a happy new year. I want to wish all families blessings, and we gonna keep doing this. Bring notice to all avenues, all platforms, so we can have a very prosperous year. I want to send my love to all my family, those that I don't talk to, and the ones I do. I want to bring peace to every situation that occurs to us. Whatever happened in 2024, we're gonna leave it in 2024 as much as possible. I'm not gonna say we don't have, as individuals, we don't have failures or we don't fall short, but with God's grace, we gonna catch the blessing at some point in time and see and ask for His mercy amongst all things in the past, so we can have the blessings in the future. And with that, I want to say peace. Take care.